Hi everybody, welcome to my craft room. My name is Sarah Beth. So today we are going to be making a pillow. So last year I made a t-shirt quilt. It was another anime quilt and I had a couple pieces that didn't make it into the quilt. So I decided to turn it into a pillow, which is this right here. But as you can see, I never finished it. I really like the purple and the grunge and my flying geese, but I ran out of that, so I just sewed a black strip to the top to make it square. But I never really liked the black strip. It clashes with that faded black t-shirt. But I'm kind of a lazy quilter. I'm not about to grab the seam ripper if I don't have to, so I just got thrown in a drawer to deal with later. So that's where we are. And then fast forward to present time when I made this quilt a few weeks ago. I had gotten these patches off eBay. There's quite a bit of them, but they're Dragon Ball patches. So like there's Korin, we got Goku, and that one's Vegeta. I had originally gotten these patches for this quilt to kind of go with the applique with my Jolly Roger, but I didn't really like it. I think it's just because it's all Dragon Ball and it's not an all Dragon Ball quilt, so I ended up just not using it. And I got the bright idea yesterday they'd be perfect for this pillow, and I can kind of cover up this hideous black and we will be able to make it work. And then for the backing of my pillow, I am going to use the leftover scraps from the backing of this quilt. It should be wide enough for the pillow. It's not very big. And yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. This is about, I don't remember how big it is. It's been so long. So it's not bad. It'll be just under a 17-inch pillow once it gets finished. Just a little uneven, but nobody will know. So yeah, stay tuned and you'll have to wait and see the finished result. I think it's going to be really cool. Okay, so I have all my patches ironed down and that's what it's going to look like. So the next step is to go around each one with a zigzag stitch just to tack it down so they don't ever come up. And then I will say, if you're doing any kind of applique or patches on a project, just be mindful of where you're, how close to the edge you are. I kind of wasn't paying attention when I was tacking down my Korin here. So his ear is a little close to the edge, so some of it might get caught in the seam allowance. Not the end of the world. It'll still serve its purpose, but just something to be mindful of if you make something like this yourself. So yeah, let's get these patches sewn down, and then I'll cut out my batting. It's just a leftover polyester batting, and I'll cut out my backing, and then we'll be one step closer to having a pillow. So I have all of my patches sewn on, and that is what the layout looks like. Some of them I did with the zigzag stitch, and some of them I just did a straight stitch. Either way, it was kind of a pain. I don't think, since they're patches, I don't think one method is necessarily better than the other. Next time I might try the free motion foot. Maybe that'll make a difference, but I doubt it. But oh well, it doesn't need to be perfect. And then the next step is going to cut out our batting. Let's see here. I'm not going to measure anything in case you're wondering how I'm going to do it. I just have it folded in half. And then I will grab my ruler and at least line up the side and the top and bottom. And then we are just going to make a cut. And then we will just go around like that. No measurements, doesn't need to be perfect. Just square-ish. Last side. Yeah, since I probably should have gone around the edge first before cutting it down to size. Oh well. Since I'm not quilting, I don't think it'll make a difference. But we'll find out. So that is done, and then I just need to cut out my backing. Let's see. I think this might be the widest. If I get a little bit of the selvage, it'll be okay since it's going to get caught in the seam allowance anyways. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. So we will cut this side first. Cut up top. It's a little harder to cut because the ruler doesn't lay flat on here anymore. Okay, I think that's close enough. And then here. We just have to cut the selvage. Oh yeah, it's a little crooked right there. That's okay. We will fix that later. And then I believe what I'm going, probably be easier to fix like this. So maybe next time, note to self, cut out everything before sewing on your patches, and then your ruler will lay flat. Funny how that works. All right, so I got all that, and then we just need to relayer it. And then I'm just gonna do a spray adhesive. Yeah, it would have been easier just to spray it first before cutting. But that's okay, we will make it work. And then once I get it laid flat, I'm just gonna go around the edges on both of them, and then I will sew it together. So I'll meet you back at the sewing machine. So the last thing that I need to do is sew all around 4 edges, leaving a space open so I can turn it inside out. So I will stop right here at this clip on this side. And then we are almost done. And then I'm not too cautious on my seam allowance. I'm just going alongside the presser foot. I just have the regular one, that all-purpose one on right now. So that's what I'm going off of. That was quick. Once I got all the patches on, let me just make sure everything came out really fast after the patches. And his ears didn't get cut off too bad. I just want to make sure no batting is showing and everything caught, and then I'll clip my corners. It's better to check these things first before getting scissor happy. Yeah, so it looks like we are good. Yep, so we are good. I am going to clip my corners, and then we just have to stuff it, and we are all done. All right, we are so close to being done. I have a pillow, and you know what's funny? I sewed my cats upside down. I feel like if something's not upside down, it's probably not made by me. But I can live with it. It gives it character. So we will be keeping the cats upside down. And then it looks like it ended up being about 16.5 by 16.5. So that's a decent sized pillow. And Corin's ear didn't get cut off too bad. I was a little worried about that. So that's what I was saying at the beginning of the video, just something to be mindful of when you're doing patches and applique. You got to be mindful of your seam allowances. And then the last step, hopefully I have enough. If not, I'm going to the craft store today. So we got to use that in here. So I am going to get stuffing, and then I will check back with you once I have a finished pillow. I'm so excited. Alrighty, so we are finished. We have one awesome Dragon Ball Z pillow, upside down cats and all. This was a really fun make. The t-shirts came from Goodwill. This was a sleeve. That was on one sleeve and that was on the other sleeve. So it is an upcycled project. It was really cool to turn something old and discarded into something new and fun. And you can easily do this at home. Even if you have basic sewing skills, it's not complicated. So yeah, I really like it. It's gonna go on the couch and it'll match perfectly with my anime quilt. Once I take it down from the wall, I'll have them both on the couch and it will look very nice. It's a one of a kind, made by me. That's what I love about crafts, is you get one of a kind stuff that nobody else has. So if you like what you see, be sure to like and subscribe, so that way you get notified when I put out more videos. And I definitely have more fandom stuff coming up, so you'll have to stay tuned for more.